So this is about 2 minutes into this game. So I hope I don't log into the. I hope I don't start to spectate and then something horrible just starts happening. Oh, never mind. Okay, we actually caught the start. Whew. I was really worried that we were gonna miss it for a sec, but seems to not be a problem. So we got Warren against Pantheon top. That is pretty generally free for Warren. Pantheon can definitely beat him up early. I wouldn't bet on it. E versus Kha'Zix Stronghold, I have nothing to say to both Strongers. Disgusting choices. They should be ashamed of themselves. Talia versus Vlad mid. That's a pretty interesting matchup. I don't know too much about it personally to talk about it, but it's a matchup you don't always see. And both can make some crazy impact on 6 when they roam bot. Talia can definitely get there faster though. Jinx, Zyra against Kaisa Yumi. I think I've talked at length about the usage of Yumi in general in current metas. And as annoying of a support as Yumi is and always will be, her role nowadays is more so to bolster more unorthodox spot picks than anything else. I don't think she's that good as a traditional enchanter if you're going with a normal ADC. I could be incredibly wrong on this, but I don't think Yumi pairs that well with like actual range ADC. You want to pair her up against either beefy melee threats or assassins, because that's what she benefits most nowadays. Because you don't want to leave your ADC essentially 1v2 early on. That doesn't seem like a good deal to me, you know. But regardless, we will see the start of this lane. That Zyra root hitting more minions than actual heroes. The bop and block shield will help Kaisa win some early trades, even though I don't think she has any business actually winning that trade against Jinx Zyra, but that's beside the point. Yeah, Pantheon getting clapped all over. Or starting Q, which is actually a pretty smart choice. I wouldn't have actually thought of this, but it allows him to hit 2 much safer, and now Pantheon in a very compromising position. He is not running the right way. He pops his own barrier. That's not going to be enough to escape. He has to flash out as well. Terrible, terrible exchange of summoners for the Pantheon. He loses both in very quick succession. And with no combat summoner left, Blow's Breath, yep, that's a free kill for the Ornn. Definitely not thinking with his brain that a Master E coming in for the first gank. Pool will get him out, and the Empower Q, will he get it off? He does. And this is the Empower Q on the last possible tick, and he gets it down. Kaisa pause doing so much to the Zyra. Is this a kill? No, it can't be, right? Flash, oh no. Flash detonation on the Plasma, and now this is a full-on 1v2. Yumi can even detach her tank a few hits. She doesn't need to. Talia actually gets that solo kill on Vlad, which is something that could happen. Talia has, I think still, it was true back in like season 6, but even today I still think it's true. She has one of the craziest power spikes in the game, in terms of early laning power. Like, you're pretty wimpy when you're level 1 or 2, and then the instant you hit 3, you can just kill the enemy laner. With a full-on rock shove mine combo, you just straight up kill him. She has one of the craziest power spikes in the game. Like, she's definitely a champion that's not online until you get a point in all 3 of your abilities. And as soon as you do, a lot of people still fall into the trap of underestimating just exactly what she can do to you with all 3 spells if she lands it. It is a crazy amount of damage. Almost nobody is really prepared to see it until you get bursted by it for the first time. That's a very ambitious grab. Not going to land the snare. Kaisa heavily winning this lane, actually. Oh, that was a nice Aegis assault. But I will say, it's not because of Yumi. I refuse to acknowledge that bot lane was won because of Yumi. It's just so Jinx and Zyra misplaying everything. They have no business losing these 2v2 trades, but they are. Meanwhile, Pantheon on top. I think like once you die once against the Ornn, yeah, he even crafted bombies. This lane's over already. Pantheon has so little tools to come back from this. Unless that happens, oh my goodness. What was the Ornn thinking? Alright, maybe I should keep talking things about Ornn just to caster curse him even more, but Just when you think that Ornn couldn't possibly lose this lane, he loses it for himself. Ignite, very early Ignite going down on the Kai'Sa. It's going to drive her off, but they will handily win that trade despite that Ignite. Very baffling series of trades so far. Now Pantheon's obviously playing with his brain off, but Ornn in turn turns his brain off as well, just to feed one back. Zyra's just straight up AFK. This bot lane is definitely not shaping up to what I'm expecting them to be. Granted, Jinx isn't the best lane bully, but you expect her to not get clapped by this matchup. Especially when your support is Zyra, who can basically solo win that lane for you, but the Zyra hasn't been playing stellarly so far. And also, what we can also note is a distinct lack of jungle presence from both sides. Oh, Kai'Sa, she's separated so far from the Yuumi, and Yuumi finally makes her way back to her. That heal is gonna come out. Ooh, beautiful missile, bursting the Zyra. The Zyra should definitely not be dying twice to that. Has she even landed one root yet? It's hard to tell. Rock Shove, not gonna hit all the mines, so Vlad doesn't take too much punishment. Will Taliyah even roam down here? Like this doesn't seem like a good gank anymore. Suddenly, the bot lane is so weak that there's no way they can follow up on these ganks. Kai'Sa is just running free down here. I don't think anyone can stop her right now. And that being said, oh, those paws didn't land on Jinx. If it did, I think Kai'Sa might have committed for a kill even without level 6. Jinx is just so squishy. When you land all those missiles, she will die. Now let's see this Pantheon. He actually Pantheon went back for Bombison. Oh, that's not what you want to see from a Pantheon. Oh. The Ram? Perfect knockback. He is going to E away. That doesn't seem like the correct button to press. That's gonna be the end of the Ornn. Once again, I think that was such a heavy misplay from Ornn. He had no business losing that trade, but somehow, through a series of mashing all the wrong buttons and standing at all the wrong places, he somehow gives himself up for a free kill. And now Pantheon, despite what I just said like 3 minutes ago, isn't out of this lane anymore. He is now back, as they say, unless he overstays and dies. What are these two top laners doing? Like, as a top laner myself, this is not something I want to watch. It is two monkeys slapping each other. Now back to the jungle speak. Surprising low jungle presence from both sides. Both junglers are farming up. E farms slightly faster than Kha'Zix in that regard. And they have a Rest Smite and a Blue Slime item picked up. But oh, this might be the first little bit of action since that initial gank on mid and top. Here comes Master E. Highlander goes in. Very ambitious, and isolation is gonna result in his death. Yuumi hugs the Vladimir and heals him up. That means Zyra once again stranded, one attack away from popping the Plasma. Does Kai'Sa have W? She does! She sends it out, but the Plasma Mark unfortunately has expired, so there's no detonation on that. Weaver's Wall cutting off the entrance for someone, I guess, but it's also going to leave Taliyah without an escape route. Seismic Shove completely missing the mark, and she's not fully out of mana. Or just walking side by side, just saying hi. Pantheon chased them all the way down here. How did that even happen? Vladimir ties up Blood Slow lands. Aegis Assault blocks all the damage, but the charge is coming. But Ornn doesn't go for it. Ornn doesn't go for it. Ornn is still destroying this Pantheon in terms of CS, and Bomby Cinder into Kindlegem, not what you want your Pantheon to be picking up as its first items. This isn't the PBE version of Sunfires. Pantheon probably shouldn't be building it yet. Red team does stick. It's either just walks face first into Kai'Sa and dies. The Ram is going to come down. It's going to hit onto the Pantheon, but Master E dodges with Alpha Strike. He can now run train on the back. But speaking of running train, Kai'Sa is here killing off the Jinx to claim her 5th kill of the game. E slowly slapping away the Vladimir, getting Highlander up. Seismic Shove pushing her back. Pantheon stabs her once. That is going to get the 5-kill shutdown onto the Pantheon. Highly valuable. He desperately needs that gold to be relevant more. Now that gold shutdown actually gets him back into a gold lead against the Ornn. But he's already opted to go so defensively built. And like when you go bruiser-wise, Bruiser Pantheon loses to Ornn any day of the week. They are going to offer a 3-man siege, chipping away a few plays 10 minutes into the game. Master Yi, good Alpha Strike, dodging the tower aggro. They are going to try to continue the siege, but the more plays they rip off, the tankier the tower gets. They're not gonna... Yeah, they're gonna rip off 2 plays, but not gonna go any further. And now they have to get out before the cleanup crew arrives. Kha'Zix dips, goes back to farming. And now red team just has to lick their wounds, because despite Kai'Sa killing off the bot lane, but what else is new, right? No one else on red team, no one else on blue team died, and actually they picked off so many critical members of red team during this. That was a resounding teamfight win for blue team, and really all they had to throw away was Ocean Drake and the 2 wards that happened to be piloted by players boss side. So that was a perfect exchange. You take that every time as blue team. But that doesn't mean Kai'Sa has been weakened in any sense of the word. She did kill off all of blue team's bot lane before coming back. So she's now extremely strong. Storm Razor done already. Working on her boots. And she's over 20 CS. Well, almost just over 20 CS. On the drink. Oh my god, the roots. Zyra. How do you miss Zyra ult? Well, that's gonna be a free double kill. And now Ornn charges down the Pantheon. This cleaver build is not gonna pay off in time, I don't think. I briefly memed about it, but the PBE version of Sunfires, the date right now is February 22nd, 2019. We are on patch 10.4. There's an experimental Sunfire. Oh my god, Talia. Talia, that is exactly not what you want to do. You deserve that death. Oh my god, what did I just see? I can't even comment on some of these plays. It baffles me to try to unravel what goes on in these players' minds. But regardless, back to the point. It is patch 10.4, as I am recording this for future reference. There is an experimental Sunfire cape change on the PvE. Will it be enough to kill off the Kai'Sa? It might be. The missiles will kill off Master Yi. Master Yi should know better than to chase a Kai'Sa, honestly. The spear not gonna find the kill. Kha'Zix is here as reinforcement. Kai'Sa's gonna walk away. Oh, that's just tragic. The plant's not even gonna find the kill. Kai'Sa kills off the E and gets away with her life, and Grand Starfall gets committed to. Zyra's pinging off the Jinx R, but Jinx, will she send the rocket? Will she send it? No, Kai'Sa's choosing to recall in a really weird spot, so she can't get sniped by a rocket. Doesn't seem like Jinx is gonna try it either, so Kai'Sa lives. 8 kills. She is in such good shape right now. Boost down working on Rage Blade. Oh my gosh. Jinx is sitting on a pickaxe. Oh, bot diff doesn't even begin to describe this mess. Oh, here comes the 2-man horn. And Pantheon is going to be the first victim. And now Talia's seismic shove completely missing the mark. Ornn will charge into the tower. He's going to take a few too many, I think. Nope. Lives with a shred of HP. I call that lucky, actually. I don't think he had any guarantees of surviving that. But red team firmly in the lead now, though. Zyra finally lands her first root of the game. And here comes their super powerful ultimate. Grabbing basically nothing and eating Hemo Plague in return. I guess it's a pretty good trade if Vlad drops a Hemo Plague on you for no reason. But picking up that Ornn kill is actually quite valuable. But how are they going to stop this Kai'Sa? She's so huge. I think she's responsible for like basically all of red team's gold lead at this point in time. Well, not all of it, but a pretty substantial amount of it. More than half for sure. Now, Tides of Blood completely missing. Alpha Strike, but Master Yi, he's fighting in isolation. I don't think he can win this fight, not even with challenging Smite. He does come surprisingly close though. But still, jumping into a Kha'Zix face first, he's lucky he walked away with a 1-for-1. Talia is here. GLP comes out, but she's so heavily underestimating the Kai'Sa. That's not a fight you can win. Kai'Sa, Killer Instinct, waltz in, and now Jinx stranded. She is also going to die. Talia is I think you really shouldn't be underestimating the damage to that extent. She even walked up so Kai'Sa can hit her more, thinking that she can dump more DPS in. I don't think she can win that fight. And granted, they did almost burst her. I think if the seismic shove landed, she would have died. But anyway, so much has happened. We're gonna go back to talking about Sunfire's game on PvE. I don't actually know the full change. I briefly skimmed it, but from what I see, Sunfire's Cape deals less damage overall, but now deals a burst of max HP damage if you land CC. Personally, I hope it doesn't make it into the game because it just sounds stupid for Sunfire's Cape to do that. But I was memeing about Pantheon going Bomby Cinder, and I was like, wait, can't Pantheon just use that new Sunfires if he does opt to go this really weird path? That was the really long train of thought where that led to, but I'm personally not a fan of that PvE Sunfires change. I hope they don't follow through with it. It's really dumb. It does make Sunfires actually relevant in the hands of more people other than Poppy and Ornn, but oh, Master E, what are you doing? It's not gonna net you a kill against the Vladimir. But he had Master E is scaling up quite well. He does need to finish his boost pretty desperately. So does the enemy jungler. What's with junglers and not finishing boost? That's the most important item ever as a jungler. But both junglers sitting on brown boots. Recurvo is worth significantly less than tier 2 boots as a jungler. Mobility around the map is so critical. You don't want to delay that item. And Ornn is just sitting on top of the Pantheon, really. This is not even close. Aegis Assault is not out, but oh my god, he's taking so many tower shots! No! He died! Oh, Pantheon picks up the luckiest kill of all time, and now they have completely even KDA, which is not what you can say for the bot lane, because they're just getting destroyed. But Taliyah finally achieves her lifelong goal of killing the Kai'Sa, and she does. 1,000 gold into Taliyah's pockets. Vladimir, he has to run. He does. Kha'Zix is waiting in the wing, so if Master E or Taliyah gets antsy, that's a free kill for a red team. Will they make this mistake? Likely not. Now, despite how far ahead red team is on paper, they have taken a distinctive lack of turrets to really justify their lead. Now with a 5k lead at like 15 to 17 minutes into the game, you expect the tower count to be way more dramatic. Like you'd expect a 15 play game or something like that, but reality is often disappointing. Kai'Sa has been killing way too many people and not enough structures, it seems, and Seismic Shove gonna get dodged out by the poor Aegis Assault, doing diddly squat against the Vladimir. GLP and Rock Burst actually chunks out the Vladimir for a significant amount. But is that going to be enough? That is a very wide route. I'm not sure what she was hitting there. Will Seismic Shove catch the Kai'Sa? If the Seismic Shove catches the Kai'Sa, that's actually a killed Kai'Sa. Like, despite how fast she is, she's not defensive at all. She's still the same old Kai'Sa that's extremely squishy to being bursted. One good Seismic Shove and Kai'Sa dies. She doesn't have QSS, she doesn't have Zhonya's. I don't think she'll plan to go either of those two items this game, because she thinks she's so fed that she doesn't need it. And also the fact that Jesus Christ. What elo is this? How come there are a grand total of 9 warding trinkets when the game has gone well past that stage of the game where there should be 9 warding trinkets? Notably though, Master E hasn't really bought an item for a very long time. He is sitting on a hefty chunk of gold. Not enough for Rage Blade, definitely enough for boosts. Same thing with Kha'Zix, definitely enough for boosts. Just buy the damn thing, man. You're a jungler, what do you think you're doing? The knockback not enough time. Ornn still gets the ram back. And now Taliyah is going to be caught out by the Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix gets the easiest kill of all time. True damage, Master E coming out, shredding down the Ornn. And now Vladimir in pool of blood. However, on the side, there's a Kha'Zix. He's angry. The Ignite, not enough to kill off the Master E. Master E is going to meditate in front of Vladimir's face. Exhaust comes out on the Yuumi. The Ties of Blood, not enough to find the kill, but the Suck will. And now Vladimir's so low, he pops a pool of blood. And that's going to be enough time for Kai'Sa to come in for a cleanup. 2 for 5 in total. clean ace, decently clean ace for a red team, which is to be expected. Kai'Sa wasn't even in that fight until the very end, and she just came in for a few cleanup kills. 13. Halfway to Kai'Sa's maximum. His fun fact, Kai'Sa is, I think, the only carry in the game still, or the only champion in the game that counts how many kills she gets. And she stops at 26. She will stop counting past that. So 13 is exactly the halfway mark that Kai'Sa counts her kills. I don't think I've ever heard Kai'Sa say 26 in a live game. Like ever? Not the games I've seen or not the games I've been in. I don't think I've ever seen a Kai'Sa say 26. Not even in ARAMs. I would love to hear her actually say that outside of like a skin spotlight video one day. Vladimir is actually getting slapped by the Pantheon. Oh, Pantheon didn't hold the Q, so the Spirit didn't come out. And now Vladimir has what it takes to turn the tables on him. Will Aegis Assault be up in time? Yes, it will. And now he's running it back into him, but that's not going to be enough. Alpha Strike denying Vlad the target for a transfuse, so Vladimir will die to the cleanup. And now, a very good Zyra ultimate, the first of its kind, really. However, she casts it under the tower while being 1-7, so that's going to be her 8th death of the game. Kha'Zix evolving his wings, spreading his wings and flying all over blue team, doubling blue team's kills, 3 dragons to 0. A commanding lead, but once again, the tower count really doesn't show this commanding lead. You can be as fed as you want, but you're not opening up the map as much as you should. The 3rd tower does fall 21 minutes in. For red team though, this could very easily be a snowball. 1 fallen tower and you could take like 2 more off the back of it. It doesn't seem like this siege will be fruitful past the outer though. They are going to retreat. Jinx ult is ready. Once again, Zyra loves paying that out even though she's been the problem the whole time. Zap not hitting the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa does have to run away. She can't actually take this fight. Beautiful rocket crit. She fires that rocket going, Zyra, huh? How do you like that? Oh no. Yeah. There's cockroaches eat plants, what can I say? But Master Yi, Pantheon finding himself in a 1v4. Oh, that's not a fight he can win. I don't know why he even opted to jump into that. I guess no brain play. And now all members but 2 on blue team are now dead and they're facing off against 4. Granted, Kai'Sa isn't in those 4, but still not a fight you can take. Kha'Zix is also very fed and so is the Ornn. He has his mask, he has his Sunfire, so he's basically, you know, full build already, so he can go ahead and start upgrading items. No, he upgraded Zhonya's. Vlad is working on his hat, man. Just be patient. Oh, and you can see the rest of his team not doing many favors. Kha'Zix not deviating for an Ornn item. Kai'Sa not deviating for an Ornn item. Kai'Sa should be one to get the Zhonya's this game over Nashor's Tooth. You need the protection against the burst, and Ornn can upgrade it for you. What's Nashor's even gonna do for you in this game? Come on, man. Even Yuumi, she's not getting redemption. No one's giving Ornn an upgrade item, so he just clicked on the Vladimir. It's like, enjoy your upgraded Zhonya's. You're working on a hat, too bad. Oh boy. Playing Ornn in solo games is just... you're a glutton for punishment when it comes to your item upgrades, honestly. Baron Nashor though. Red team is not here. Oh my gosh, they committed so many members bot. They're fiercely pinging on Drake. Kai'Sa's not going. Kai'Sa's still pushing bot. Kha'Zix got pinged up. Blue team should have just started it. Honestly, that was a free Baron. As far as I'm concerned. Ornn's not going to react. He's not even planning to. They're pinging Baron and he's still pushing. But now Kai'Sa gets caught out along with the Yuumi. The 2-for-1 package. The Yuumi gets herself out just in the nick of time. She's on so low health. Talia Weaver as well. Don't go in! What are you doing? What was she expecting? What? Ocean Drake's up, but your mid laner suicided. Like, what are you expecting? Did you expect to kill Kha'Zix? Was it Yuumi attached to him? Someone that Yuumi actually wants to be attached to? Like, Yuumi, this game does have two very good targets. She wants to attach to Vlad to give him basically an extra death cap, and she wants to attach to Kha'Zix so he can actually press Q and kill someone from foe. But what was that Weaver's Wall? You don't have to take every Weaver's Wall. You can't just get off it. Oh boy, but with so much ground suddenly lost by blue team, Ocean Drake has spawned. This is the soul. If red team gets the Ocean Soul, it's over. They have so much sustain that there's no way that blue team can outfight them. The consistent DPS from Master E and Jinx just won't be enough, and now Master E jumps in. He's going to Alpha Strike onto the Vlad and takes so much of his health. He's going to die immediately. You see his health bar only drop twice. Hemo Plague attaching onto the Jinx, so that's a dead Jinx. No amount of flashes will save you from that. Talia, the lone victim. Now Zyra, 1 and 9. Can she turn this around? Will she be a hero in this critical hour? The answer is no. Yeah, no, she's so dead. Like, she's not gonna make it back unless the Ornn plants into a face plants into a wall. Ocean Soul. So with that, this game has reached its death throes for blue team. There is no hope for them from this point onwards. The amount of sustain that the Ocean Soul gives you from this point on, there's no chance in hell that blue team is ever gonna kill anyone ever again. I will be extremely surprised if this number, the 19, goes up from this point onwards. I'm equally surprised that Surrender Roll for blue team failed 1 to 4, because I would have surrendered this. Like, this is not even strong mental, this is just delusional. You can't win the game from here. Oh, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. The caster curse is so strong. Like, people meme on this power, but no, it's actually so strong. Jinx almost dies to redemption. That's pretty hilarious. The caster curse is so strong. Like, people meme on this effect, like, oh, when the caster says something, the exact opposite effect will happen. I'm witnessing this power firsthand. I have the power to change fate. What the hell just happened? Red team threw this game away in Baron Pit. Just what I said, blue team will never get a kill again. Baron Corrosive Armor wears down Kai'Sa and Kha'Zix to a point where Pantheon ults into the pit and just kills 2 people and takes Baron? Like, what? How does that even happen? And yep, the hat's done. Too bad. I guess you better sell your Zions now or something. Warren jumped the gun way too early on that upgrade. Edge of Night. No, that's not upgradable. You need Yomus. Oh my god. Oh my god. Redemption gets upgraded. Okay, so that's something. Kai'Sa's working on a Last Whisper item, or QS, or Scimitar, or Eye Edge. Eye Edge being the worst possible choice. Now Kai'Sa. Now Pantheon, does he think he's a hero? If he thinks he's a hero, he should back off. He can't kill her, I don't think. Kai'Sa is going to kill her instinct. Aegis Assault, but comes up so late. Jinx, one more rocket. Jinx finds a kill on Kai'Sa. The Horn coming in, and now Jinx. She has to run from the big scary Goldman. He pops Stone Plate to drop his own damage, because why the hell not? The knockout finds her way on the Jinx. Final chapter going down. The pages kill off the Jinx. And now Kha'Zix, he's angry, he's fed, he wants more. Talia's isolated. The flash will close the gap. Master E dies to Vlad bot lane, because of course he does. The reverse caster curse comes true just when I think blue team has a chance. They throw it away by not fighting cleverly, I guess. Like, it's not even fighting together. You don't win from that either. But you got the Kai'Sa pick off. How come your retreat is so damn messy? Or even messed up. He lowered his own DPS with Stoneplate. But, you know, Jinx still died to it. I will say that, like, assuming these games aren't as lopsided, Jinx late game can actually beat a Kai'Sa just because you outrange her and your rockets do more against the whole team. But I think the game has already gotten to a point where that's not gonna happen. Like, how much do you have to stall this game out by in order to even have a shred of hope at overcoming the Kai'Sa? Granted, the Kai'Sa has done nothing but throw. Remember when I said like she has 13 kills and that's halfway to her kill mark? She hasn't picked up one. She died 5 times in the interim. That's unreal. And now red team's just randomly tower diving. They are fed enough to justify this, but I'll be damned if they're choosing to close this game out in the messiest way possible. Talia, they are going to squash blue team's dream of a comeback pretty handily, honestly. Because this tower's gonna die, so will the inhibitor. But the Warhorn didn't even get used. It gets committed now. Zyra is brittle, but she's not being killed. Kai'Sa's just dancing. Dude, you have so much other things you could do with your time. Don't show off in their base. Yeah, there we go. Good dive onto the Kai'Sa. But really, it's nothing more than killing off a minion. This Zyra has done nothing but feed. Did I say Kai'Sa earlier? I didn't mean the Zyra. Stopwatch coming down, and that's gonna be a very, very dead Master E. Stopwatch should break, but honestly at this point it doesn't really matter. Your jungler just spawned and died again. It's not happening, I don't think. Jinx Rocket could be the difference maker, only if she's protected. Vladimir can't dive her and just ruin her life, but will that happen? Redemption resetting health bars. Blue team can still pull off this defense if they really tried. Not like that. Jinx walks up into Vlad's face. That's probably going to be the end of that. She has a flash away, ties up blood, Hemoplague. Hemoplague will not find the kill. The fountain will heal her up in time. And now Kai'Sa, she's just straight up killing on the fountain. Oh god, no, the Jinx walks up too far. She dies to an empowered transfuse. And now Plasma stacking on him. Vladimir is so damn fed. 18 kills already. He wants the Zyra. That's going to be the 13th death. Kai'Sa finally picks up a few more kills. The jump. Kha'Zix doesn't actually find his way. Master Yi just dies again. That's going to be his 3rd death in his own base. And that's the end of the game, honestly. For the record, the comeback was possible. For the record. I said it was impossible, then the Baron's throw happened. But after that, it was possible. Unfortunate, I guess.